assuming I move to go and rent a house. In this Lagos, house has something in people's life. You may rent a house today, you may have a 4-car, move to that house and not bring one out of it. You have to be very careful when you are renting a house. But God put it in my mind that with my efforts, I will get my own house. I determine in that effort. And from that, a room, I moved to my house there. And that helped me a lot. And
because you can turn your house to both the factory and the home.
Anything, nobody will challenge you. Helped me a lot. And today, I've got more than one house. More than 2, more than 3, more than 4. But if that mistake, I've worked in that mistake to go and rent a flat. I've seen some of my friends that they rent a house. From that house they rent, they are nothing today.
So what I see is that you at least you practice delayed gratuity. Yes. So you needed the flat, not that you did not need the flat.
I need it mostly.
But you are able to control your mind and say, hey, don't worry, you'll get the flat, but we are going to do it this way. We'll get a flat or a house of our own.
When God...
Yes, at the right time. Yes. So what strategies did you use to maintain a positive mindset? Because, we said there are doubts sometimes, there are obstacles sometimes, but you want to keep your mind focused that, hey, you want to build this factory. What are the strategies did you use?
Well, what strategies there is that whatever I want to do, I look back. I look at where I'm coming from. Who is there for me? And I see there is nobody. So I have to go on that determination that if there's nobody there for me, but there's God, me, myself, I can be there for myself. So whenever the business I'm doing, whenever I see that I need this machine, I need this material, the little money I could get at that particular time, I focus it in that business. I forget anything about buying this, buying that. Even when I get to a stage in my community here, they say dirty clothes I used to wear is the one that I used to do medicine.
People say all kinds of
because things. Where I'm working is where I'm living.
Yeah.
It's my house. So if I have a visitor that come to visit me, I cannot say I want to go and change before I escort you outside. It's the same, my uniform, my overall that is with me, I will use to escort you outside. So when people are seeing me, most of the time they see me from my factory outside, they say I'm dirty. And it's later they conclude that it's that dirty clothes I use to do my ritual. So I don't look at people that this one is neat, whatever. Because I'm in my office all the time, my factory. Because I don't have people that work for me. I mix those things myself.
You were doing it yourself?
Myself. So those workers I get just from them to pack, they will help me to lift. But today, I'm not doing it again. It's my workers
that are doing it. So before you employ somebody to do something for you, can you do it yourself?
There is it.
Because the workers can abandon you one day.
And that's what happened.
Yes.
Because if at times in a year when we come January, I'm not seeing anybody. Only remain my wife and my children. You have to start it again before we start employing other people again. Something you don't know, don't go into it.
Yes.
If you go into it, the people that work for you that know about it, they will leave you.
That's right.
And you'll be in trouble. Whatever you want to do, learn it first.
Learn it first.
Know it back and
forth. You hear that? Some people say they want to start something new. They don't know anything about it. They just know, people are making money from this thing. Let me go and start it. Saying no. Go and learn it first. Know how to do it first before you go into it. Yes. You can go and do apprenticeship somewhere. That's what I recommend for people. Yes. Go and do apprenticeship.
I tell people,
Yeah.
Some people say, they don't have anything to do, they are old. I say, go and learn to repair phone. You see that phone we are seeing? They use it every day.
You hear that?
People use it every day. You will see, when you go to people that repair phone, they go home at times 30,000, 20,000 every day. Just repairing phone. Not the material they buy, what they get out of it every day.
This remind me, this is it's good for Shule.
Yes. So a lot of things there. Just go and learn it and you know it. Look at this mechanic. Some mechanic are there in the environment here. They have their own house, 2 houses. You have weather. Don't say you are too old to learn anything. As long.
So people say they don't have money. And I tell you, most trades, it's good to do apprenticeship. But before you do apprenticeship, what will encourage your guy to take you as an apprentice, you can start learning from YouTube.
Yes.
Start learning.
That's true.
Because they're all on YouTube.
A lot of things.
You learn it, then when you go and do an apprenticeship, at least you have some basic knowledge and you can improve daily. Okay. My next question is, in your opinion, what's the most important aspect of cultivating a successful mindset? I know you've talked about a lot of things. You've talked about determination. You've talked about you saw somebody doing it and you believe that you can do it too. You talked about believing in yourself. You talk about, if I remember, delayed gratification. You talk about savings so that you cannot depend on anybody because there's nobody that you can look back to depend upon. So in all this, what do you think is the number one that cultivated a successful mindset?
Yeah, first of all, I used to tell the youth, upcoming youth, one thing is that I study around and observe one thing, especially in Nigeria and Lagos here. Most of the children of rich men that I know around, most of them are the ones that are doing area boys. Because they were so much believe in their fathers'
Everything
words.
is there for them.
By doing that, they were not serious. They are not serious mindset people. They believe everything is there for them. But they don't know what their father have is for all of them, not for me. It's for us, which you don't have total control. So, whatever you know that you want to be your own, look for the way to do something for yourself. Don't copy. I saw this man, we are together, the bonus together, he's now have his own car. For that, how are you going to have that car? Are you going to steal it? Are you going to work for it? Whatever you know you can do with your hand and will benefit you is what you do. Don't think of what at least everybody, this one before us. No. Those who that believe much in their parent inheritance or heritage, they go astray.
That's right.
But something that you know that you can do for yourself, you are going to gain a lot from it. It's your own, not anybody. Do whatever you know that you can do for yourself. Not that something you can get from family, no.
So, from what I got from you is that, number one, believe in yourself.
Yes.
Number two, look for something that you don't need anybody. You cannot depend on anybody. You don't depend on employment. You don't depend on somebody giving you money for it. You can actually do it yourself, and that's what we call the handyman. We call it handyman. You know, something handy. That's why they call it handyman. Something handy that you can do for yourself. That come worst situation, you know you can do this to serve others, and that's what we mean by giving value to other people. Something in your hand
that
I can use to give value to other people. Because when you give value, You get money.
You get a lot.
You do good furniture.
Yes.
That give value to people. People come and bring their money to you. You do good paint.
Yeah.
That give value to people. People bring their money.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, make sure there is something in your hand, and God has given everybody something.
Yes.
People are saying, no, God did not give them this.
God give everybody
talent. Yes, everybody talent. So you have your talent.
Depends the way you use it.
Depend on the way you use it.
Nobody God will not give anything. You have something.
Do you believe in the talent God has given
I used to
you?
tell my children and other people that still want to go to school. I said, look at this country you are today. If you go to school just because you want to work on that person, you are doing yourself. But if I want to go to school to do, let me something that if there is nobody can employ you, you use that thing
to employ yourself.
To employ yourself.
There you go.
Self.
I think we share a lot in that. We share a lot in that. Self, and that's why we call this channel Kingdom Self Business. That's why we named the channel Kingdom Self Business. Kingdom Self Business means, you know, it's from the word you quote from the Bible: seek the kingdom first, and its righteousness, and every other thing shall. Yes, that's why we call the name from Kingdom Self Business. So God has given you a talent to expand His kingdom. Yes. The talent God has given you, the gift God has given you, you know, and we call it self business because if you are not doing business with your gifts, then you are not using your talent. You have to do business. Everybody. That's why I say everybody is a businessman or businesswoman. Yeah. I don't believe. But I say you are working. Even if you are working under somebody, you are working. You are learning something. Yes.
It's a train.
You have to contribute a value. If you contribute a great value to that business, your guy will not leave you. Your guy will keep promoting you every day.
You are doing for yourself. Whatever you are doing for a person,
and you are also doing for yourself. Yes.
Like what I say that in me, the kind of talent God gives you that. If you are working now, you are doing something before me, by the time I stay with you a week, I will be able to do that thing.
That's it.
And once I know it,
that's it. So,
like today, I learned some many things in my church. Because we used to go for teamwork. And that teamwork, today it can be a bricklayer work. It can be a wedding work. I've learned many things that. Like in Lagos State today, if you want to build a house, you want to have an engineer. I used to stand for my own engineer myself. All the house I'm building, I tell them I'm the engineer. The only thing they will ask me, where is my certificate? I said, don't worry about that. Just ask me.
Any question
about this house. And once they ask me, I tell them they are okay.
So they can do that?
That's what I do.
So if they ask a question, you can answer the questions. They will allow you to.
Today, like this place, I got approval for it. When we are building, they come from La Sepa. They ask for my engineer. I say, just tell me what you want. When we finish, we go to the house I'm doing now. I don't have done. Whatever they ask me, I tell them. When they ask me that, okay, I'm going to set this iron here, and I will tell them, they say, I should give them reason of putting that. I'll give it to them. At times they add their own. Like most of the house I build now, when the engineer want to set a block now, they want to linted. But they have how many block they set. And when they want to put a decking, they will tell you that after the linted, they put two blocks. But I don't do my own like that.
How many blocks do you put?
For my linted, you understand me? It is this linted I will join my beam. That will go to the. So there won't be any block in the middle. I'll just ask them that. Okay, I will ask them what is the size of the block. They say just to
raise it up.
To raise it up, and the block will not cost like when you are putting the concrete. So don't worry. Remove the block. Let from the linted go to the roof. To the decking. So is the we said the linted.
So the decking now is directly on the linted. So you now have a super proof. The decking is on the pillars.
And even stronger.
It's on the linted. Yes.
So the linted will go straight to the pillar. You understand me? I won't put on that block. So it's going to be instead of to be
But
what
about the weight though? The weight is going to be more.
He's standing. Let me tell you, he's standing on the pillar, not on the block.
Yes,
I know. If I determine today, I can remove all these blocks.
That's true.
That pillar, that linted, because the linted is going to be instead of 9 by 9, it's going to be 9 by 18. It's going to be
thick
and long, so it can carry anything. If the block is at the middle and the block crack, what will happen? But this one, there's no block at the middle. So from the linted, I've had the 18. So that 18 that I'm having, you understand me, is what I'm going to connect with the. Is one that's going to enter inside the concrete, inside the decking. It's going to carry the decking. So the linted will be on the pillar and carry the decking.
There you go. You see a furniture man.
Yes.
That turned to
and one thing I discover is that anybody that go for any training, any under apprenticeship, that you use measurements, you work in any field, because all train use measurements. Go to tailoring now, use measurements. Go to weather, use measurements. Go to bricklayer, use measurements. So for that reason,
my tape there.
Yes. So any field,
that's why I go along.
If I go to any professional work there, I'll be able to do something there, because we are all using measurements.
And there's no time. I've not seen any time in this world that is so easy to learn any new trade, because we have them. We have on internet,
yes,
on Google, on YouTube, AI.
You
can practically ask AI anything now. You say, AI, how do I construct a building as an engineer?
So that's where we need education in a little way. At least secondary school. If you cannot go to university, because I don't see why most of our people go to university now. After graduating, they come out to go and learn tailor. They come out to go and learn catering work.
Yes.
This is rubbish.
Actually,
from your secondary school, when you know that you want to do tailor, go, and you're going to know it perfectly. Then after your
university,
BSc, I have a lot of them that.
What I will say to that is that I know Nigerian education. I don't know how the quality of Nigerian education, because what the feelers I got is that the secondary school education has been designed just to take you to college, whereas in America it's different. Secondary school education, which they call high school education, is designed to make you independent for life.
You see,
so now if Nigerian education is not designed like that,
you see, Nigeria, I believe Nigeria secondary school education. True, I believe you can make it to be independent, but because in Nigeria we believe something copy. This one is graduate. This one must graduate. You don't even know. Imagine somebody that they just ask their children to go to, even though that course in Nigeria, you can't even use to get anything. Maybe at times this psychology or that thing, just go. That's a waste of time, waste of money, waste of resources. Yeah. But if today I have a student, I used to tell, like one of my daughter, what pays mostly, I want her to study pharmacy. But I didn't much experience in that area that fucked me up. How does it fuck me up? When the girl start for JAM, and she determined she want to go to Unilag, and I want her to go to Unilag. The first one that came out, I think they used maybe 1 mark. She couldn't, and some of my friends that I know, what they do that, they just take their children to private university straight. Let's say I know I could have done the same thing. Because JAM must qualify her in private university. She could have get that pharmacy today. Because where I like pharmacy is that in Nigeria, just get a shop. Today in my shop there, somebody rent my shop for pharmacy, and they're making money there. And that was my plan to give to my daughter. So when she couldn't get that mark, I asked her to sit again. But instead of sit, I asked her to go to have this, they call it Unilag. They call it
is it pre-degree or
something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She go for a year. If she pass, she will go to level 200 level. So along the line, they call parents that we should ask our children if she didn't have the strength for that course, she can easily take another course before. And I asked her, she say she didn't have that strength. What do you want to do? She now go for biochemist, which she passed and crossed to 200 level.
And biochemistry, in our own day, biochemistry was as difficult as pharmacy.
Yes. So, but you know Nigeria mentality. Even though it's difficult, you can't do pharmacy.
Yes.
So that's why that's the only thing. Let's say I'm knowledge enough. I've class her to go to
private school,
and she will get that today. Even though I even want her to go to do a master, maybe Canada, but I ask them, can she do that pharmacy for that master? I said she still had that difficulties.
Yeah, she can.
She did, but I have that problem.
She can enroll to pharmacy straight. She just has to sit
for master.
No, but pharmacy in the US is not a first degree. Pharmacy is not a first degree. Pharmacy is a postgraduate.
But the problem we have, when most of the school we have in the US now, they say
pharmacy is first degree.
She can only do biology.
That is in US.
In US, I'm talking of US. I think I have a 2 or 3 school. Even they want to give her what they call it, scholarship.
In the US, she can enroll to pharmacy school. What pharmacy needs, they will look at her credits. Okay, they will look at her credits, and they will look at any deficiency that she has. She will have to go and take that course that's deficient in, to qualify for pharmacy school. She will go to maybe a community college and go and do that deficiency, and that's it.
Well, so at the same time, I now see that they don't even interested again because they are into business here and they're making money.
Once you're in business and you're making money.
So
what else?
They don't see going to school in abroad rather than maybe go to abroad for holiday. You understand me? So I don't want to worry them. I don't want to pressurize them much on that. So that is it.
So you've added, my people, growing from survivor to being a multimillionaire is very possible. Can you do it overnight? No.
Gradually.
It has to be gradual.
Determined.
You have to be determined.
Focus.
And focus. So it is possible. And these days, he said, everybody is learning. Even me, I'm learning every day. He said so too. He is learning every day. You can learn a new thing today. I always tell people, I give them a challenge. Anything you want to learn, you can learn it in 3 months.
Yes.
I can sit down on YouTube and buy other courses and learn anything I want to learn in 3 months, and I'll graduate on that thing. The only thing that will be left for me is to have a practical feel of that thing, which maybe I can attach myself to somebody that is doing that thing before. That's what we call apprenticeship. You can attach yourself, and so that you can get the practical feel of it, and then you can launch into that business. So there's no excuse for you to remain in survival level for many years. You have stayed in this place too long. You need a leap forward. So I hope you got something from this interview today. Thank you very much for listening. I know it's long. Thank you for bearing with us, but I'm sure it contains content that you can learn a lot from, especially hearing directly from somebody that rose from nothing to success. Okay?
Like
Till we see you again. Thank you very much. Remember to share, like, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.